just turned on the vacuum while we're recording. Are you serious?
I didn't even think he switched. You didn't even think. Go on, Jack. There he is.
Alright, come back, Jazz. Here we are. So today we have a special guest. What's her name?
Alice.
And where's she from?
Just outside London. Yeah.
Just outside. So
London,
she came
England.
From over the pond.
Yes.
Isn't that what you all say? Across the pond.
Across the pond.
To come bake with us. That's not the only reason she's here, is to bake with us for about 4 hours. So she's coming back.
Say goodbye.
That's how, amazing we are.
That's special to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably wondering how we met. How did we meet, Jaslyn? Do you know? No? Okay, so back in 2021.
What?
That's how long ago we met.
January.
Yeah, January 2021.
21st of January 2021.
Into the mic.
Was it the 21st?
I think it was around about the 21st of Jan. Yeah.
So during the pandemic, our church, Southeast Christian, started doing online Bible studies.
Yeah.
And I had never been in a Bible study, and so I said, well, we'll do this. I was a little lost in some of it, but it was
it was perfect. It was great.
And so Alice was our group leader.
Yeah.
So that's how we met, and we still keep in contact. The group's still going. I can't always attend, which is sad, but I still keep in touch with everybody. And so it's still going.
Yeah.
Same core people with.
Yeah. I no longer lead it anymore, but I'm still in it.
So it's an amazing group of ladies. So without the pandemic, we would have never met.
No.
Which is crazy to think about. Like, there was a lot of good that came out of that.
Yeah.
So that's how that's how we all met. So she has known Jaslyn since she was 4.
Yeah, I remember Lily Jaslyn.
Really? 3? Because January 20. No,
Been 4 years.
And they played one of the first times they met. When we all got together and met for the first time in person. I guess that's when everything opened back up. I don't know, when was that? 3 years ago?
So I came back over August 2021, but we all met at Terry's house the following. Was it the following? It was the following.
Yeah, because August 2021 is when we got baptized.
Yeah, so I saw you get baptized. It was like the day after I flew. It was like the weekend after.
Yeah.
And then the following years when we all went to Terry's house with Jazz.
Okay, so 2022.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bake something that she likes to bake today, and we're just going to talk to her here about differences in desserts and ingredients and how recipes translate and don't translate, and just learn a few things, and maybe we can go travel to her sometime.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Tell us about what we're going to make today.
So we are making, they're called Millionaire shortbreads. So it's shortbread, caramel and chocolate. Really easy to make, but it's one of like the main desserts or you'll find out there. In cafes, they normally sell them. So in most cafes, you will see Millionaire shortbreads for sale. So they're like a big thing, and they originated from Scotland. So it's like one of the main, I grew up eating them, so like one of my favourite things to eat.
Why do you think they're called Millionaire shortbread?
No idea.
I'll have to look that one up. Maybe I'll look it up and we'll
come
put
back.
a little definition at the
Wait,
bottom.
how expensive is like chocolate and like caramel at?
Chocolate to buy is, well, if you buy it on offer, it's not too expensive. It's not ridiculous.
Oh, dang.
On offer, like if you on sale. How do you say it?
Okay. On sale.
So we say on offer.
On offer?
Yeah, it's on offer.
Okay, see.
That makes sense. That makes way more sense than sale.
Thank you.
Okay. There's some things that I have to
We
get
may say sale, but I say on offer is what I would say.
What do you call a rental car?
Hire car.
Okay.
Yeah.
True. That makes way more sense.
Still no. Okay, so what are some of the other desserts that are popular?
I think some of the main ones, if you like do the old-fashioned ones, are like trifle, which is like sponge fruit jelly, which I think is your. What do you call jelly?
Jelly.
No, don't you have a name for it?
Explain your
Jello.
Jello.
I think it's like Jello.
Jello.
And it's just like custard and cream. It sounds disgusting. It's really good.
No, we do trifles here.
Do you? I love them. It's
With,
one of the
like,
big things over there.
Sponge cakes.
Yeah, well,
People
Victoria's.
use, like Asian food cake.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all know. You know what it is. It's like an egg white.
I know. Yeah.
And then layer it with different things.
Yeah, and of course Victoria sponge.
Okay.
It's one of the main ones.
Victoria's
Bakewell tart, which I can't really explain that, but it's really good. They're kind of like the main ones that I know of.
Tell us about your cheesecakes and how they're different than ours, because you told me about.
So, from my understanding, a lot of American cheesecakes are baked.
Yes.
Ours aren't. So ours don't have eggs in it. Well, the recipes I know, the recipes that I was brought up with, don't have eggs in it. They just have a load of cream cheese, cream, and like ice and sugar to like keep it together. And then when you put it in the fridge, it sets perfectly. So like, I love your cheesecakes, but the texture for me is a bit weird because it's not baked. But we do some baked, but I'm more used to the non-baked cheesecake.
Are there a lot of bakeries over there?
Yes, in my area.
Mostly bread bakeries or dessert bakeries?
Yeah, bread. We do have one. It's called Jane's Pantry, which is in my area of Gloucestershire, which they do baked goods, but a lot of it is bread. And the timer's gone off for the shortbread, which a lot of it bread. But we do have bakeries. Yeah.
Yeah. So share with us the difference in ingredients that you have found, even with your mishap with baking.
Yeah, so I tried to make the Millionaire shortbreads last year, bring it over my British recipe, thinking, I think it'll be fine. And I made the caramel, and there's a layer of oil. So like it had like the caramel underneath and a layer of oil, and I couldn't work out what it was. Then I researched that your butter has a lower butter fat content than British butter. So we're using Irish butter today, which should have the same fat content as the ones that I use, so hopefully it should work. But like your butter fat content is lower. Like Hershey's chocolate in England is not allowed to be called chocolate, it's chocolate flavour, because it doesn't meet the requirement of enough cocoa, I think it is. Like,
what's your cocoa requirement?
Just 10%, if not a bit more. But I know our requirement's higher than yours, that's why Hershey's isn't allowed to be called like chocolate in the UK. No, if you look at the package, it's chocolate flavour, not chocolate, which is different.
I'm more honest.
Yes. Yes.
They're more honest.
Yeah, I would say our when you even look at the packets, I would say, I don't know if you do it here, but we have to have like a rainbow system. So it will be your red, your amber or orange, and your green, and it will say like fat, sugar, and all that, and it will be coloured. So you know if there's one that has got higher fat in, because it'd be like red, or if it's lower fat, because it'd be green. And by law, they have to show that. So most products will have the colour system.
Is that all over Europe, or just?
It's Europe. I'm pretty sure it's Europe. Yeah, this one I don't think has it, but most if I should brought something British over, most British things will have the rainbow thing. So
probably because it's just sugar in here.
Yeah, that's just pure sugar. But yeah, so like if you're looking at like ready meals, let's say, which I think you call microwave meals, you'll be able to pick one up and look by the colour code which one's healthier, which one's got more sugar in, which one's got less sugar, because the colour code will tell you. But then with it in it, it'll be like a little number of like percent, how much percent is in it. By law, they have to do that. So they show you more. They have to show you more ingredients. And of course, what red dye? Is it red 40? Of course, that's banned in England. That's not allowed in England. We actually, from my understanding, we use beetles, like the shells from the beetles make red dye.
Yes. So there is a beetle that makes. It starts with a C.
Yeah. So that means.
And then you can use beet juice too.
Yeah.
Beet powder.
Yeah. But what that means is then vegans can't eat some of the red. Can't eat some of it because it's made from beetles. So like it will say on all of our sweet packets, if it's red, well, all of it will say suitable for vegans, but there's certain products that have red dye in that aren't suitable for vegans because the red dye is made from beetles. Gotcha. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I know with beets, because I'm working on switching food coloring over to natural colors here. You want me to hold it? Okay. Switching. Do you want to dance? Switching over to natural colors here, just because I know it's for health reasons.
Yes. Yeah.
But yes, I know that a lot of their ingredients are different. This is what we are using today. This is what her recipe calls for.
So it's called golden syrup, and it's like one of the main ingredients, I would say, what I use within the UK. So when I make flapjacks, which I think is like your granola bars, we call them because your flapjacks are pancakes, aren't they? Yeah, no.
I was looking at you.
Our flapjacks, like, can you see here? It's like oats. That's like our flapjacks. So our
I
flapjacks.
thought that was a pecan pie.
Yeah, but it's not oats. So it looks like oats to me.
It looks like
Anyway,
pecan-
so our
okay.
flapjacks are. It's a bit like your granola bars, but it's literally just oats, golden syrup, I think flour and butter, and then they're amazing. But that's our every time I say flapjacks, people think I mean pancakes, but it's different. It's a bit more like granola bar, but not as healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, granola bars aren't healthy. That's a whole other subject. Well, depending on what's in them. Don't quote me on that, you all.
No.
So, if you look at this ingredients on here,
It's just sugar.
it's simply cane sugar syrup. But she said, didn't you say you put on pancakes?
Yeah,
So instead of maple syrup, she uses
golden syrup.
golden syrup.
Yeah.
Oh, golden.
Which almost made me think of high fructose
Gold.
corn syrup, but better.
I could eat that on the spoon. I could eat that by a spoonful because it tastes so good.
Do we need all of this? Can we taste it?
Taste it. We only need 4 tablespoons.
We go get a.
It's very sweet. I love
2
it.
million.
I could
Get
just
2 spoons.
Alright.
Let me see what this is. So typically in caramel is
So how do you make it here?
corn syrup is usually what people use
Right.
here. I've been
Or
trying
just
to
sugar.
find other recipes
Yeah.
because I don't like corn syrup.
Or just sugar and milk. That's one
For
way.
caramel?
Yeah.
No. But you still use the
So-
sweetened condensed milk.
Well, in England it's just called condensed milk, so I'm hoping the sweetener will be fine.
Find out. Okay.
What do you think? I love it. Good stuff.
That is good. Okay, stop. That's enough.
It's really sweet, Jazz.
It's sweet, but it would be really good on some waffles.
Yeah, and that's also you put it on waffles. Like it's a dessert.
Is it too sweet?
Is it too sweet for you? It's very sweet.
I like it because it has that caramel flavor.
Yes,
to it already.
and that's why it works perfectly for the caramel. Yeah. So
A
for
little too sweet.
it's not too sweet for you, yeah. It
Because
can be
this
sweet.
caramel that we're making doesn't have brown sugar in it, right?
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's
so
normal
when
sugar.
we make caramel,
Yeah.
it's brown sugar.
Oh.
in it,
Ah,
and
okay.
butter,
Yeah,
and that's where the brown sugar flavor comes from.
Got it.
This tastes like brown sugar.
No,
Yeah.
this, for me, it tastes more like coffee.
coffee.
The after flavor tastes like coffee.
Oh.
I know I do why. Yes.
Maybe you just had some sugary coffee.
Yes.
I don't taste coffee.
No, like the after flavor. Like the first flavor is like really sweet caramel, and then like after flavor makes me think.
Yeah, you've had caramel coffee.
Yeah.
Tastes like coffee.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna need 200 grams of unsalted butter for the shortbread base.
So it's just butter.
Except we got salted.
It's fine. It'll work fine.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is mix the butter and the sugar together. That's 115. We need 80 more grams of this one. So if you cut like down here,
Right here.
yeah, cut there. And then the big bit, you can put that other bit in here if you want. That big bit, we're gonna just pour into there,
I don't know how to pour it. So.
just like that, just like that. And then we're gonna put the butter into the big one. Okay, and that's gonna start our base. We'll get your knife in there. We're gonna put this into here, and we're just gonna slowly mix it all together. You want to turn that on for me, Joe?
It's not plugged in.
Done it. I can do it.
That's what we've done every
Go on then.
time.
Perfect. We just need it all to mix in. But while that's mixing, we can weigh out the flour. Yeah. Thank you, Jazz. We're putting the flour in.
What?
There's a lot in there.
How much left?
So, we've got the butter, sugar, and now we're going to do the flour. Do you want to turn it on for me? Slowly. Perfect. And it's going to form into a bit of a dough, kind of. Sometimes we need to get our hands into it and mix it. You can see it's a bit powdery at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep mixing it, but it may be a case where we need to get our hands into it. Turned it into a dough. And then when we put it into the pan, we were like squish it down, pat it down, however you want to say it. And it will turn.
Pat it down.
Okay. Can you see it's all better put together? Yeah. So it's not going to be like proper dough where it all becomes one, but it's going to be more perfect. Do you have the tin ready?
Yep.
This is the biggest one, but it's gonna leave a little pattern.
Make it look pretty.
Let's just use this one.
Perfect. So we're going to push it down into all the corners quite hard. Yeah. Brilliant. Do you want me to do some or you good?
I'm good.
Perfect. I'll hold it for you so it doesn't go all over the place.
Yep, gotta push that down.
Brilliant. Thank you, darling. And we're going to put this in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then we will, around about 20, yeah. I'll watch it at about 15. I'll keep an eye on it at about 15. For about 20 minutes, but I'm going to check on it about after 15. But we should be able to smell it.
Still on food.
Yeah.
Well, you already talked about the chocolate.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. She doesn't like chocolate here, y'all.
No, I don't eat it. If it's in like if it's in like a dessert, I will eat it, but I can't
Just eat a bar.
I can't just eat a bar of chocolate, no.
Well, there's not many brands of chocolate here that are just bars of chocolate.
No, Lindt, I could just about do Lindt, but I'm not really big. I'm not a Lindt.
I don't
person
like
anyway.
Lindt.
Yeah, no.
It's not real chocolate.
No.
Like,
yeah. When I come over in August, because I'm going back for like 2-3 weeks, I will bring some over and we can do like taste test.
oh yeah, that'd be
British folk, we
fun.
can do that.
Would you all like to see that? Test taste in chocolate. I'm sure Jasmine does. Yeah, I'll be curious to compare it because I like Ghirardelli here.
Oh yes.
Calibo. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Callebaut is a really good brand, but typically it's not made in bars for you to buy out at like the store.
Yeah. Well, our friend Anna, she bought me C's candies, which I don't know if you can only get on the West Coast.
I know about those.
Yeah, so she bought me like £1 because they're like, she sent me some in England because we were like, I sent her British chocolate, she sent me American, and actually I liked. But you can't get that hardly anywhere. So she gave me something, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very, it's not, I couldn't just like
a lot of chocolatiers use the Calibo.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. I make up things.
Yeah, I can't just go into the store here and just pick up a bar of chocolate and eat. It's,
no.
I don't do that.
I don't even like
it. Yeah.
Oh yes, she wants. Well, ask her. He just turned on the vacuum while we're recording. Are you serious?
I didn't even think he switched. You didn't even think. Go on, Jack. There he is.
All right, come back, Jazz. You all weigh everything over there.
We do pretty much, yeah. I've never. The only time I do cups is if I'm baking an American recipe. Most of my.
Do you do tablespoons or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
So we do tablespoons, teaspoons, and all that, but we don't do like cups. It's all grams or ounces.
Right.
Normally, recipes will normally have grams like / ounces. I always do grams.
Yeah.
So
well, grams are more accurate.
Yeah.
Even with the recipes here, things will say cups and then they'll say grams because. Just a little FYI. You can have somebody weigh a cup of flour and somebody else weigh a cup of flour, and it can be completely different.
Yeah.
Depends how compact it is.
Oh, I can smell it now.
I can smell it now too.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
So yeah, the weighing is actually good here too.
Yeah.
It's just I have a scale.
So it can be quite hard to use British recipes in America because your ingredients are different and because the recipes are made for British ingredients.
Do American recipes work there with the difference in
So
ingredients?
I don't think I've really done American recipes. No, it didn't. So it wasn't a baked good. I cooked something and it's just everyone was like, it's amazing. It did not work for me. and I think it was our cream and our milk was different, because mine ended up really thick and stodgy. I forgot what I was making, but everyone else was perfect, and I think it's because of our milk. It made it different. So yeah, I have tried. I forgot what that was. So I have tried to do it, but because the ingredients are so different, it didn't work. And I followed the recipe perfectly, and it just didn't work. And then I spoke, because it was on Instagram. I found it, and all these people were saying how amazing it was, and I commented, and she said it could be the milk, that I may need less milk than what they use out there.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's just like playing it by ear. So if I do recipes out here, but the cheesecake that I made last year worked perfect. Actually, that worked really well. But I think it's only because it's just butter. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah. It's nothing crazy. You want to check it again?
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna need 200 grams of butter. So that should be 115. Do the maths correct. Hopefully, this butter works better than the last one I used.
Wait, how much do we need?
So we need another 60 grams. We need 200.
All right.
I failed maths. Just cut it down the middle. Okay, you ready?
50%. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Should be. Let's see. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, perfect.
Caramel.
Oh no.
I'm wondering if yours
Done.
is
Yeah, perfect.
more sugar or less sugar.
I wonder if it's more, because the golden syrup is pure sugar. So I wonder if it's more.
Well, then they have corn syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
real. Fiction.
Okay, and we're going to need that. So, what I'll do, I'll just most probably. 3. I'm just going to do more because we've lost some. Perfect. If I just quickly. Oh, that's
So when I
it.
was looking at condensed milks, I was
Yeah.
looking at the ingredients because I'm like,
Different?
I need to find the one that doesn't
Oh,
have a
there
bunch
we
of
go.
extra stuff.
Yep.
Because it'll probably be
Do you want
closer to what
Fine.
you
So
are.
you want to go the other way now? Do you want, if you do that, and then pull.
One type
Brilliant.
that looked like it would be more natural
But it wasn't.
because of the label, but it contained other things, other preservatives, and bioengineered ingredients
That's a
Oh.
lot.
versus just
Milk.
and sugar.
So I'm hoping this will do the trick. If it's not, then if this doesn't work, we get a layer of oil like before. I then wonder if it's the condensed milk.
This is the test. Will these ingredients work?
If I remember, by now I could see the oil coming up, so I think this will be fine. Do you want to spray this pan again before I put? Yeah. No,
Don't
no.
have to make a caramel at home and bring it over.
I can make it here. Normally starts turning into that colour, so you see what I mean?
Okay.
Yep. Do you have like a skewer or something?
Yes.
We will.
Making it look pretty.
Go out there a bit more.
We are dressed differently. We let this sit overnight so that it can harden.
Yep.
It came out nicely out of the pan. It didn't get stuck. So now we're going to cut it and taste it. It'll be our breakfast / early dessert before lunch. We do have some hot water here because Alice is a perfectionist and wants it to not crack or anything. So we'll see what that happens. And the hot water is just to put the knife in to make it nice and hot and
Go through the chocolate.
go through the chocolate. So let's see how this goes.
Paper.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let her do the cutting.
I'm going to stand up to cut this
Okay.
because it'll be a lot easier. I'm just getting the knife really hot. Because I remember I used to do it and not know how to cut it, and there would be loads of cracks, and it used to like.
Drive you nuts?
Yeah, so I'm just going to score it and just back and forth through the chocolate and let the hot knife do its thing, basically.
So already their caramel is lighter than ours. And I think that's because look at that.
That's kind of what it looks like.
It looks delicious. And I'll be curious because I accidentally got salted butter instead of unsalted butter, but it's enough sweetness, I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
When I tasted a little bit of the caramel yesterday, I didn't taste any salt. So I guess their salted butter is not as salty, maybe? I don't know.
Normally I do them in big pieces, but we're going to do a bit smaller. Just cut them lengthwise.
They're all cut. Look at them. I know you want to taste them. So I'm going to taste them.
I'm going to let you go first.
I'm curious. I kind of want to deconstruct it and see what let me get a knife. Like what the caramel tastes like
on its own
versus what I'm used to.
Yeah. I'm just happy it worked because, like we said in the last video, last time I made it with American butter and not the Irish butter that we use, there was a layer of oil. So I'm just happy that the butter that we used did the trick.
So is the butter over there just Irish butter?
It's British butter, so because the Irish butter is the same as.
Okay.
So the butter fat content is the same as British. It's the same as the butter I'm used to using, whereas because the American, I think your butter fat is 82% and the British is above 84%.
Okay.
And so that completely changed. So just that small percentage of butter fat made the caramel work.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So you can see the caramel's not as dark as what we're used to with caramel. So I'm like, yeah. It's good.
Good.
I like it. Hopefully you can't hear me. I don't even taste any salt.
Oh, that's good. I wonder if this salt maybe is then unsalted, the butter. I just didn't say.
No, it's salted.
Oh, it was.
Nice. But you know what? Your recipe didn't call for any salt.
No, it didn't.
Usually all of our recipes have salt in them.
No, I rarely use salt.
With unsalted butter.
I rarely use salt in cooking, yeah.
So is our food really salty for you?
No, I don't really notice it, to be honest.
Okay.
No. I tell a lie. I don't like your fast food here. One of it is I just don't like it. And also, it's really salty. So actually, I taste it in your fast food. I taste the salt. What do you think about the caramel?
It's not as sweet as ours. I like it better.
Yeah?
We have to start making it.
Well, you've got the British golden syrup.
Right, yeah.
No,
I like it because it's not as sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, when I made this and I took it to people, because I made a batch I made a batch in England and brought it over because the caramel, because last time didn't work. Mm-hmm. And everyone who tried it said they loved the caramel in it. Mm-hmm. That's what the bit they loved about it was the caramel.
Yeah, it's not overly sweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot.
Good.
It's good. This is really good. Yeah, I was going to have her talk about the difference in the food here, like eating out versus over there, and the first thing she mentioned was our portion sizes.
Yeah, like even when I went, I forgot where it was, green salad somewhere, the salad place, and even how big the salad was, I was like, I can't eat all this. Like it's massive. And like I think I went to, I forgot where I went, Coles, and I ordered an appetizer. Like this could be my main. Where? Coles Pizza.
Okay. And
I ordered a starter, and he turned up. I was like, this could appetizer. We call it a starter.
Yeah.
I was like, this could literally be my main course. It was just
sometimes I get appetizers as the main course. Yeah.
Some places I don't see. I think I went to one like First Watch in like their portion sizes for me. I'd like my normal size.
Yeah, they're a little
so it depends on what restaurant you go to, depends on the portion sizes. But like quite a lot of places,
well,
they are
the high-end restaurants, like fine dining, is your smaller, normal.
And even Starbucks, like your Starbucks cup sizes are bigger. Like I think your Venti are about 4 ounces bigger than the UK. So every time I go back to the UK and they give me a Venti, a large, I'm always like, is this a large? Because I've just been so used to the American version. So even your Starbucks cups are bigger and your McDonald's cups are bigger. Like yours small is like ours is smaller. So really? even the bottles of Coke here, what size is your 750 mils? I think you've got something. Ours is like smaller. So every time I pick up like a bottle of Coke and things, it's like I'm like, oh, it's massive compared to what we used back home. And we have sugar tax in England.
Sugar tax? What's sugar tax?
On certain products, if the sugar is over a certain amount, they have to pay much. So a full fat Coke, the bottles are sometimes, it now costs more to buy full fat Coke because they now put sugar tax on it. And I think it's a way to like stop people from having sugar all the time. So if it's over a certain sugar content, they get sugar taxed. So like when you,
Interesting.
so like the big litre bottles of Cokes, you will see the full fat Coke is smaller than the Diet Coke and the Coke Zero because they don't have the sugar tax on. The Coke Zero does. So to not get the sugar tax, they made the bigger bottles of normal Coke a bit smaller to stop the sugar tax kind of thing. Yeah, that only came in a few years ago, but yeah, sugar tax. So all these like full fat drinks, and like when you go to like McDonald's, if you want full fat Coke, they will say there's an additional charge to this because you're paying.
What about at bakeries?
I just don't think so. No, not that I know of.
Maybe it's like the pre-packaged.
Yeah, I think it's the pre-packaged stuff. But yeah, like if you go to McDonald's, it will say you have to pay an additional 20p or something for the full fat Coke because you're paying for the sugar tax.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
For me, I think it's a bit, in my personal opinion, I think you shouldn't tell people what to eat. I can see why they're doing it for health reasons. So they're trying to stop people from doing it. But at the same time, I'm like, but I should also have a right to drink what I want and eat what I want without having to pay additional tax for the sugar.
Yeah.
So I kind of have very mixed views on it. I think quite a lot of people in Britain do, but I think we're so used to it now. It's only been in a few years. But we're so used to like, what is it, normal Coke being like £1.60 and full fat Coke being like £1.90 or £1, whatever it is. But full fat Coke will always cost more than the others because of the sugar.
So interesting how things are so different.
Yes. Different across the pond.
Is that across Europe, you think, or just in...
I don't know if it's across Europe, but I know it's definitely a UK thing.
Okay.
And of course, quite a lot, there's some American foods that aren't allowed in the UK because it doesn't match our regulations.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's UK, but like candy is like, like there's a...
And even like when it comes to our bar products, I'm changing off food, but like, cause America, there's a lot of companies in America that make their own soap and things. They can't sell in the UK because their ingredients aren't allowed in the UK. So like, people are like, oh, can you ship to the UK? And they're like, no, because of your regulation.
They're different,
they have to jump through hoops to be able to...
You all have stricter regulations.
Yeah, so it's not even just food, it's even like bar products and things like that. People in America, if they make them, can't just sell them in the UK because they've got to match what our regulations are. And quite a lot of your products don't match us. Unless they're really natural, then they're mostly
yeah,
but
I've
most
seen
of
that.
it doesn't match us. Yeah. It's interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And this is why you have friends that live in different countries so you can learn all the things. They can bring chocolate.
But I do like American food. It takes me a bit of a while to get used to, and my skin normally starts to flare.
I was wondering if you feel
Yeah, so I normally get more spots. What do you call them? Sits? You call them sits, don't you? More
acne.
Acne. Yeah. So sometimes in America, I will get my skin flares for like the first week I'm here, and then it'll settle down.
You have very nice skin.
Oh, thank you. But sometimes it does flare, and then it'll settle down because it's my body getting used to the food again.
Yeah.
So when I'm out here, I just drink a lot of water to try and get whatever additives, whatever extras in American food kind of out my system to stop it from like affecting my skin.
Yeah.
So I drink a lot of water when I do in England, but I drink a lot more out here.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Well, there you have it. This is Alice. Well, I'll probably get...
I do love America, I promise. I'm not just taking it off.
She wants to move here, actually. But yeah, Jasmine's at school right now, so I'll get her on here tasting one of these. I know she'll love it. But thanks for coming on.
No, you're fine. I love it.
She'll be back.
It's going to be a yearly thing. I'll be back in August. I'll bring something else over.
Yeah, well, we'll do something in August. Yeah, unless we're not here because we're adopting somewhere. So there's that.
And there's that.
We'll see. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
How is it? Thumbs up. Did Alice do a good job?
I did.
And you?
It was all me.